It Takes Two, Amy Eiler, JJ Gordon, reminding you that now is the perfect time to start thinking about those cozy breakfasts. KFGO goes local. We like to highlight local businesses. This time we get to talk with our great friends over at Creative Kitchen. Amanda, welcome to KFGO. I see that you've brought a lot of stuff with you today.
I did because, there's so much fun you can have with a nice, cozy breakfast.
And, I feel like 2024 is going to be the year of breakfasts. We're ready to really lean into all the different stuff we can do with it. Gone are the days of where it's eggs, sausage, and a piece of toast, and there you go. That's your breakfast.
Those days are definitely gone.
Okay, so let's start off with this. You've brought in this waffle maker that puts a little fun. Like, I'm 40 years old, and I actually kind of want to get this waffle maker.
Yes, we have our Waffle Wow waffle makers. We have a few different designs. The one I brought with today, you can make car-shaped waffles.
Which is awesome. So when you're doing something like this, obviously, we've talked about junior chef stuff, and so getting the kids involved and getting them excited about what's being made.
Yes, because once you get kids excited and learning to cook, they're going to use that as a lifelong skill. You teach them to make waffles in their Waffle Wow pancake maker now, they're going to be making them when they're teenagers.
And did you bring in some special kind of, they're not batters yet. You have to add the liquid ingredients for it to be batter, but I guess the mixes? Yes,
I brought in some batter mixes. We have a double chocolate pancake and waffle mix or a toasted coconut pancake mix. So little different twist. Instead of your plain Jane ones, we also have an apple spice one.
Oh, nice. I like that. And really, you could make a batch of each of these things, right? And appease everybody.
Of course.
So out of those three, do you have a favorite?
Chocolate, of course.
Chocolate, yeah. I mean, I'm going to lean into that just, off the top of my head, but that coconut actually sounds pretty good too.
It's pretty intriguing. I'm thinking about grabbing some myself.
Okay. So I also noticed that you've brought in several bottles. And these are to kick, up a notch when it comes to our morning beverages.
Yes, because we carry some local coffees that are roasted locally from Thunder Coffee in West Fargo and also Dakota Dirt in Milner.
I've been to both of those places.
Yep, they have some of the best coffee I've ever had. And then we like to liven it up a little bit with our Turani or Monin. Okay. Which are some different syrups. Like the one I brought with today from Monin is a caramel apple butter flavored.
Ooh.
That one is amazing. I also brought in a cupcake by Turani and a sugar-free chocolate chip cookie dough.
It's awesome that they are offering these with a sugar-free option. So many people, that's something that's important to them.
Yes, we noticed a lot of our customers were asking for it, so we started bringing in a pretty extensive collection of the sugar-free flavors too.
So I also I'll throw this one out there. When you get your own syrups and flavorings, you really realize how much you're spending at the coffee shops, right? Because
yes.
you can be your own barista. And the other nice thing is, like, let's say you've got a household and three of you drink coffee and you get the cupcake one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That bottle will actually last you a pretty generous amount of time, which is why my wife says always buy them in threes. So you can always be trying something different, right? It's not the same every day. You want to try something different.
Of course, the more flavors you get, the more flavor combinations. You can have all the flavors you get at Starbucks or Caribou in your own kitchen.
Perfect. Who doesn't love that? Okay, so what else are we doing that's going to kick our breakfasts in the absolute breakfast bottom?
Well, our funny side up egg ring molds.
Do these things really work? I have seen these everywhere, and I've always been a little afraid to try it.
They do actually work. One of them that I brought with today it's a cat face. It's got two holes for you to drop those yolks into for its eyes, and then the rest will spread out inside the mold to make the entire cat face.
And so is it like it's cooking level, like not plastic. What's the word I'm looking for here?
It's silicone.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So it's flexible.
Yes.
And like you don't have to worry about it getting brittle and things like that.
That is correct. You can use those straight in the pan. They're not going to melt, and you can even wash them in the dishwasher.
Oh, you're talking my language here. And you brought in the cat one, and did you bring an owl one too, did I see?
Yes, and we also have a unicorn, a smiley face, and a puppy dog.
Well, great. Something for everyone then.
That's right.
Get the whole collection, and that way you can make eggs any style.
That's right.
Okay. Am I seeing some tea over there as well?
Yes, because with the new year, we have some really good, they're called our Be Well teas, and they are made for specific things. Like we have one called Get Burning that will pump up your metabolism, or
Really?
Get Some Z's that actually helps you go to sleep at night.
Oh, see, I love that. I think tea is a great beverage any time of the day. If I have one cup of coffee after 2:00 in the afternoon, I might as well just stay up all night.
I hear you
But
there.
the tea can really mellow out. And I also like the fact that we're getting into this world of where we all have some kind of travel to go mug. And tea is a great way. Now, is this loose tea or are these bags?
Our Be Well teas are actually in bags, but they are unbleached organic bags.
Oh, nice. And then, of course, if someone wants to, try their hand at, loose tea, I assume you guys have the stuff to steep it and everything like that. If I want to get all the gadgets.
We have our little sloth guy.
That looks awesome.
He hangs over the side of your cup, so you get a little smiling sloth that steeps your tea.
Oh, that's fantastic. If you've never tried to steep your own tea, it's not rocket science. And I think people will be surprised at how it changes the flavor a little bit.
It does, actually, because they're less processed, the teas are. So plus you can watch it steep and pull it out as soon as it hits the right color for you.
Which is your favorite of all the teas?
We have one from Pinky Up that is a loose leaf tea. It's got white chocolate and raspberry. It's called Raspberry Truffle. It's amazing.
And did you say the company's Pinky Up?
Yep.
Because you're drinking, so you got to put your pinky up. I love that.
That's right.
It's an easy way to remember that. So we've talked about a great way to kick up our coffee game. We've talked about tea. We've got these new egg molds. Of course, we're talking waffles. I mean, Creative Kitchen, you guys have thought of just about everything when it comes to making breakfast a celebration.
Yes, we have, because we've noticed an upward trend in brunch. So
Yeah.
breakfast and brunch, we've got everything to make the perfect meal for you.
And of course, if you've missed any of our conversations, we were just talking with Dave and we talked about stuff in the cheese case. And so there's plenty of cheese case items that you could bring and incorporate in that as well. Now let's talk about that one person. There's always one person who throws off the whole breakfast, right? The person who says, I don't like this, but I like that. I imagine coming in and using olive oils when you're cooking anything like that requires oil for breakfast.
Yes.
You can make it restaurant gourmet quality by just adding some of these delicious flavor combinations.
For sure. Like personally, I use the Maplewood smoked bacon olive oil to fry my eggs in.
Oh, beautiful.
Or a little of that chili olive oil in your scrambled eggs to give it a nice little spice and kick.
So that's the thing is my wife doesn't like the spice, but I do. And so by using a little bit of that olive oil, I can kick mine up without having to make her go like, oh my gosh, ketchup is too spicy.
That's right.
There's a lot of great opportunities when you go to Creative Kitchen. And of course, hosting a brunch is fun for friends. You don't have to just get together for dinner. It can be the first meal of the day. And then no one is too tired to help you with the dishes afterwards, which also goes in and helps.
That's for sure.
So, Amanda, if someone walks in and they say, listen, I heard you on KFGO, Creative Kitchen has everything I need to get my breakfast game pushed up to the next level. Of course, you can show them around the whole store. And we've barely touched the top of the iceberg. That is all the cool stuff. Like, we didn't even get to the Flooser, that new hand juicer that Oprah loves so much.
Yes, that is one of our favorites. Basically, it bends a lemon in half without much effort. So you get all the juice out of it.
It's so cool. And it looks neat, right? Like you're okay with that being in the drawer.
It lays flat in the drawer. It's one of the only juicers that'll be absolutely flat.
See, there you go. Creative Kitchen. They've got everything you could ever want. Stop on in, tell them what your problem is, and guess what? They've got a solution for it. Whether you are a professional chef all the way down to the novice cook like me. Amanda, thank you so much.
Thank you.